Hey everyone, I'm having a bit of a problem in my OBS, but we're going to start anyhow. So, welcome to my live stream. I know I'm a bit late because, well, life. So, I haven't written anything yet today because I was at work. I worked till 5, went home, got some dinner, and afterwards I started the live stream and tried to fix my title because it's a bit vague. And I thought I had everything working, and now I realize I don't. So that's a bit of a bummer, to be honest. I'm going to try this for a second. Let's see if I put on. No, it doesn't work at the moment. Well, we're going to do our first sprint in a bit. I have fortune telling cards. Let's see, I have them right here. They're cards with not only a number but also a fortune, so something that explains the card, which is pretty fun. They're in Dutch, so I get that it's pretty hard for you to understand, so I always try to first explain what's on, first read it in Dutch for me because these cards have kind of poems on them, and it's pretty hard to make something out of a poem when translating it right away. So I first read them in Dutch and afterwards I'll read them in English. So I'm going to shuffle the deck and then I'm going to try and get my banner working. And in my banner, I'll put how long that we're writing. I will tell you also, of course, but if you're dropping in somewhere, you can check out what we're doing and how long that we're writing. So I'm going to shuffle the deck. Um, the stupid thing is, I just tried to have my OBS working, and it worked, so I was pretty happy. And then I realized that it wasn't working anymore, so that always pisses me off because I hate that I'm not prepared for something, and now I'm feeling like I should be prepared, but I was prepared. Now I'm not prepared anymore. Well, that's life. Let's just say that's life, and things happen. And do I get my banner to work? That's the most important thing. No, we're going to check the settings. So in the back, I have the, the Dutch soccer team playing. The women are playing, and they're 5.5 minutes in, and they already made a goal. So that's pretty nice. I'm not listening to them. I'm just watching them. Normally, when there's soccer on TV, I also try to do something else in between. I like watching soccer. I love it when the women play, but I can't focus for 90 minutes on something like this. So most of the time I try to write or to sometimes even read a book. That's not ideal, to be honest. But I'm going to try and pick the first card. So I don't have my banner, which makes me sad, but I'm trying to fix this later on. Nope, no banner. So we're going to pick a card, and normally I just do this and then I pick something. So for today the first card is a 6. This is the card, the way it looks. And I had this card last sprint, I believe, so I know what it's about, but in Dutch it says wolken. De zwarte kant der wolken is onrustwekkend zicht, maar waar de blauwte verschijnt, daar is het leven licht. So you see, it's a poem, and it translates a bit like clouds. Wolken are clouds. The black side of clouds is a terrifying sight, but where the blue is shining through, there's life and light. Life and light, yes. So we're going to write for 6 minutes. And let's see. I'm pretty bummed that I don't have this working, but well, it is what it is. So I'm going to set a timer for 6 minutes, and afterwards we can start writing. Let's see. Pum 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 pum. So I need my headphones because I need music when writing. So if you need something, headphones, music, something else, grab it. I'm going to put some music on my phone. Good luck, everyone, and I see you all in 6 minutes. Time's up. So, this was chaotic. Maybe that's my own fault because I'm always like, I want this to work, and I had it working, and then it didn't work, and then I was pissed off at myself because it didn't work. But I believe I have it working because I can show you the banners and I can show you the comments. So, Dude said, good luck with the first 6 minute sprint. Thank you. I hope you had a good sprint. I'm not sure how much I wrote. I'm going to check because, well, I tried to get my banner working and then it wasn't working. And then I realized what I needed to do. So, in the beginning, I was trying a bit and I decided I need to write. And afterwards, I just tried again. So, I wrote 124 words. Not a lot, but yeah, if you really want something to work, you just can't let it go. That's mostly my problem. So that's my word count for now. So if you've been on my channel before and you watched my video about all the stuff I bought from A Book is Flickering, which is a Dutch business, um, an entrepreneur, I think, because she's just a one woman running. She's running that business. She makes candles and teas, and even though I don't have a tea from her right now, I'm burning one of her candles. I'm burning this one. It's the Reading Nook, and I decided to burn this one because it smells like cinnamon buns and vanilla. And for some reason, I really love the smell of cinnamon when writing. Oh, I'm chatting too much. I saw Toot. I wrote around 160 words. Good enough start for the sprint series. I totally agree. You won from me. Very well. Good job. But yeah, I decided to burn this one. I normally have this thing up my bookshelf, and it's a diffuser. It gives you. I have cinnamon in there at the moment, and it makes my room smell so great. It's really last night or the night before, from Sunday to Monday, I forgot to turn it off, and in the morning I needed to grab something from here because most of my days, especially during April, I come home. I have a very nice boyfriend. He cooks for me every day, and afterwards I'm going to sit here and I have dinner. Oh no, I had dinner. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so after I had dinner, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to write. And that's very nice when your room is just smelling amazing. But I forgot to turn it off, and in the morning I was grabbing something that I needed from here, so USB stick or something that I needed for work, and this room smelled so good. It smelled like I was in a bakery, in a pastry bakery, and yeah, I really love that thing. Problem is, it makes such a noise when it's going off. And when I'm here alone and I'm writing, I always have my headphones on, so I never notice that something's happening. You can enter this room, stab me, and I wouldn't notice because I'm way in my story. But when I'm talking to you guys, this thing is going off, and every time I just get a jump scare. So I decided to turn that thing off and burn this candle, and hopefully it will have the same effect. I think it looks very cute, so at least it's more cozy and comfortable than having that thing up in the air, just a white brick looking thing. So that's what's going on my desk. For the rest, it's a huge mess. I got a magazine today. There's something interesting in here, so I wanted to talk to you about this, about that a bit later. But for now, it's messy, but it's okay because I'm used to it. I'm used to having a lot of stuff on my desk while writing, and I'm also used to doing something in between. So for somebody who cares, I just see that the Dutch soccer team scored their second goal, and we're going to do our second sprint. I believe next time my sister will be joining here. She said she's also doing Camp Nanowrimo, and we like to write together. Sometimes we just send each other a text, hey, let's start at this and this time and write for like 15 minutes and see how much we got. Uh, no, when we're just hanging out, that's nice. Yeah, it's more fun to do, but because of COVID and because she's living 2 hours away or something, you can't just say, oh, let's go over there for writing an hour or spending 2 hours. It's just too long to drive to her and go back. But I have my deck shuffled for the second time. I'm going to pick a card that I can't see yet. So, oh, this one is cute. But how I'm going to translate this? So I'm going to show you the card. It's a 9, so we're going to write for 9 minutes. And in Dutch it says ruiker. De lieflijke ruiker van bloemen, schoon en fris, spreekt slechts van blijde dingen en niet van droefenis. So, ruiker, I think it would translate like smeller, which is a weird name for a card, but I think ruiker is also a weird name for a card. But we're going to translate it anyway. The lovely smeller of flowers, clean and fresh, will only talk about happy things and not about the sad. It's not matching up with my story right now because there's some drama going to happen in the next 9 minutes. But I'm going to set the timer to 9 minutes. Let's see. Pum, 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 pum. Yes, it's working. So we can do this. I'm going to put on my headphones again because I just need music when writing. For the last few days, I'm listening to Powerwolf, which is a German metal band. And even though I just think their music is pretty great, they have such a good beat to write to. So I'm writing and I'm at some point like, oh, I need to go to bed. How long am I writing? And then I see that I'm here for 2 hours and it's going amazing. And it's my story, it's going great in my story, but also it's great music to write to. So the next few days probably will screw up my Spotify list because I'm listening to them too much. So the timer is set and save. We're going to do the second writing sprint. Good luck, everyone. Time's up. So we wrote a bit longer than I expected because I put the timer on 6 minutes, and after I realized that, I put it on 9 because I wasn't in the mood to find out how long we were writing, so we did like 10 minutes. But that's okay, we were writing. Let's see. Um, so I'm not doing great because, well, mostly because, to be honest, I'm really enjoying myself while writing, but I'm in this scene where I have to write some legal stuff. And that's pretty confusing because I'm not really uh, aware of how everything is going in that field. So my character is getting um, my character is trying to convince two other people to leave her alone. That's mostly what she's trying to convince to. She is pregnant, she doesn't know who the father is, and both guys know that she's pregnant, and they want to have visitation rights and some sort. So she's trying to get them to leave her alone. And I understand that. I really understand that. But she's trying to convince them to just leave. And they're really wanting to be a part of this kid's life. Oh, I'm just doing something wrong again in my images. Yep, I believe it's working now again. Let's see. Because I see it's gone again. For some reason, it doesn't work the way I want it to. But we'll figure it out somewhere. But I see Tuut said, good luck again. I set my target to write on at least 250 words in 9 minutes, which is a nice target. And you hit the target. 294 words, which is amazing. So my computer is just being really irritating for me at the moment, but I'm trying to fix this, and for some reason, yes, this is working. It doesn't want to do what I want, but that's okay. Sometimes you don't want to do what I want. My problem was that I opened the Nanowrimo website because I thought, well, maybe it's a good idea to check how much that I wrote, because normally I work with a system that I put a sign before my writing sprint and check it afterwards. But because of the legal stuff, I wanted to write it a bit different. So I wrote a bit, and now I'm trying to fill in some gaps. But that wasn't the best idea, I realize now. But we're going to find out if I can get it working again. Yes, I'm not that great with computers. Let's see. Can I put my comments back in? Because I like that. No. What I need in life, a computer cursus, I believe. really doesn't want to work right now. Okay, that's just stupid. It's just bad. Let's continue. So I hope we're getting a bit of a longer sprint because these short sprints are nice in the beginning, but at some point I just want to have to write a bit more. And let's see. I'm going to pick this card if it wants to come out. Ah, that's a longer one. Nice. So this is the card. It's 32 minutes. I don't know if you can see that. But it says maandje. Ziet het vriendelijke maandje van dichtbij op u neer, dan meldt dat een schoon loopbaan, dan wacht u roem en eer. I believe I have this one in almost every writing sprint I do, but translated it's moon. Does the friendly moon look upon you close, then it would give you a nice career path, fame, and glory. So, if I would do something with fortune telling cards, I think that's a very good card. But last time I believe I told that I found these somewhere in my bookshelf. I know that I have them for very long. I don't know how I got them. I never used them. And then I lost them for a very long time. And when I decided to change up the room, I found them again. So I'm happy that that I found them again. But yes, it's a bit confusing. I really wonder if I bought them, if someone else gift them to me, because somewhere. Oh, there are people. Wait, there are people in my chat. I'm going to react to that first and talk talk about my cards later on. Um, Hello there. I wasn't able to jump for the first two sprints, but I'm excited to be here for the next one. Oh, I know you. Uh, you're that woman. Yeah, I saw your YouTube video, and this woman, Sam R. Marshall, she really knows what it's like to uh, make a line, a story line out, to make a plot, work it out, work with cards. She has this whole video about what she has written in the past to make a great story for the one thing she's writing on. And I was watching it and I was like, I really need to learn some more things about planning and just working with cards and scenes. And it was a really amazing video and it made me feel pretty bad because she was doing such an amazing job. And I was looking at it and I was like, I want to do this one time. Just work everything out with cards. And I remember you. I just remember because I was like, I need to watch this video again when I'm starting to plan something again. And Dude says it will be a long one, 32 minutes. Yes, it will be a long one. But that's okay because we need to get some words in. For myself, I'm a bit over on schedule. I have a bit of room to relax, but I'm not really in that mood because at the end of the month I need to be at 25K. So I hope to be at 25K at the end of this week and then just continue writing. But if you're here and you're thinking, well, I want to see a good planning video, you should check Sam out. She's amazing. And with that said, I'm going to set my timer for 32 minutes. And probably just try again to get my thingy working. I hate it that I can't get it to work. But I think I will promise myself after I've written, I think 750 words, I can go and try to get it working again. So I'm going to put my headphones back on, and we can start writing. Good luck, everyone. Time's up. So it was going okay, and then my headphones decided to be empty. So I wrote 626 words. So I'm happy with that. Uh, my total word count is on 19,000. 19,300. 19,300. What was I saying? And 78 words. Almost at 20k. And I think that's my goal for today, to hit 20k, because then I would be, I believe, one day behind if I would do regular Nanowrimo, so the 50k. But just because I'm doing 25k, I think that I can work this out and maybe go to 30k for the end of this month. So I had the luck. I texted my boyfriend. He brought me some extra headphones, because that's one thing that I can't do is it's right without music on. So that's what I'm wondering. When you're writing, do you listen to music? I know some people say I can't focus on the music and the words at the same time, and some people believe that they can't write without music, like I am. So I see Tuut said before we started the sprint, I set my target for 400 words. Not that much, but I have to refactor some things. So, and he wrote 376 words, so pretty close to the target. Did you find something out that you had to change in your story, or that took a bit longer uh, to check and maybe change something that you wrote? And I see Sam wrote, I was able to write 546 words. Very nice. So it's going pretty well, as I see. And I'm really happy that I have new headphones. So let me know if you listen to music while writing. And I found that when I started to live stream, I told you that I got this magazine today. It's the Writing Magazine. It's a Dutch magazine that every 2 months covers topics on writing. And I saw this in my mail this morning, this evening, this evening. I got home. But I got home, I saw this in my mail, and I saw this thing on the cover. It says, oude dagboeken gevonden, zo maak je er een boek van. So that you find old diaries, so this way you can turn them into a book. And then I realized that I had diaries when I was younger. And I was reading them and I thought, oh, we can never make that into a book. It was just a really weird way of me writing. And it was hilarious. And I thought, other people who have such interesting lives that they can make a diary, of a book out of their diary. And then I realized it was about old diaries, like from your grandparents and stuff like that. So they have a few books that are about World War II or even World War I in the examples, and I was like, okay, I can understand that. But having my own diary, well, it would be a very weird thing to write about. I see Toot said, I had some issues with describing my current scene. Wanted to give some details, but also leave some room for imagination, but ended up with too much detail, so I had to redo some parts. I understand you, I really do, but remember, NaNoWriMo, get the words in. You can always edit it afterwards, but you can't edit something you haven't written yet. But if it's really important that you need to do it now, then I understand that you took your time to redo some stuff. And Sam says, I used to always write with soundtrack music, but lately I've actually been writing without anything. Glad you were able to get another set of headphones though. So I'm wondering, because that's something I do, don't you get distracted with everything around you? I believe in your video you said you had a daughter, or at least you had a kid, as I remember correctly. Aren't you just focused on what she's doing or what someone else in your house or your neighbors are doing? I know that when I'm writing without headphones, I hear everything. So I hear my boyfriend, who just brought me my headphones. Yes, he's amazing. But I hear him in the other room. I can almost hear him breathe because I'm so focused on it. I hear when my neighbors are using the stairs or in the shower, or so I always get distracted, and I wonder, don't you get distracted when you don't have anything on or listening to anything? I know my sister says she can't write with some sorts of music because she gets distracted by the music. And I sometimes want to sing along with it. But when I'm not doing a live stream, that's okay. I can live with that. And I see, yes, traffic, yes, no, yes, I don't know. I thought I had it working. Doesn't matter. But that were my headphones. They're really complaining that they're empty. I'm going to do a one more sprint, or I think I will do, or I will be online for another 30 to 40 minutes, but it depends a bit on the cards. Wait. Um, so, yay, I can put my comments back on. Happy, happy me. Not going to do anything with my computer again. Every time I said it, and every time I screw it up. But it's okay. Just something else. I said I was watching the soccer game from with one eye when I have the time and when I'm not that much into my writing scene. So I think I missed almost everything of the second part. But I see uh, that there are 4 goals now for our Dutch soccer team. So I'm really happy because they are going to win, and I think they're amazing. Probably going to watch this game back with while doing something else because I can focus on it. I have my cards. I'm going to pick one, and I want some a bit from the top. This is another short one. So it's this card. It's 4 minutes long, and it says huis. Dit huis hier spreekt van welvaart en van gelukkig zijn, maar het zegt ook: oordeel, vrienden, te licht niet naar de schijn. So, huis, translation is house, and as you can see, there's a mansion on the front, and that's what it says. It says this house is showing great wealth and showing happiness, but it also says uh, judge friends. No, don't judge friends too light. So don't judge them too easily, not too light too easily. We're going to do 4 minutes, which is a very short one. And my sister always says, when I'm here, you're doing only long ones. And when she's not here, she said she would be here on Thursday because she uh, was spending time with a friend online tonight. And when she's not here, I'm always having short cards in between. And when she's here, I'm only having long cards. So Let's see. Sam says, well, fortunately, right now I'm by myself, so don't have any distraction. But normally I write early in the morning or when my daughter is down for a nap, so things are usually pretty quiet. Yeah, I believe that's a nice thing when you have kids that are very young. They still sleep, and of course, you can get up early, so you have your time to write, which believe is not only very important, but also just some me time you can have while you're also still caring for a kid. I don't have kids myself, so I hope when I one day get them, I still feel motivated like you to write when she's napping, because I have a friend and she told me, well, when my kid is in bed, I usually lie on the couch and sleep. So let's see. Um, I write in the evening though, and my husband is around. I do use headphones. I understand. And Tude says sometimes I'm completely in my own thoughts and I don't hear anything, but usually I get also quite easily distracted. So the problem with writers, with all us writers, is that there are other people around when we need to write, and when you're alone, you have your time and your space to write. But otherwise, you just need to find a way to shut everything off. I understand. I completely feel you. I know last camp or the last NaNoWriMo or the NaNoWriMo before, we tried to write at my parents' house, my sister and I, and even though we told our mom we're going to write and we're going to be wearing our headphones and just typing, at some point she just said, I don't like it anymore. Please talk to me. So, to be honest, we didn't write much that day. But that's okay. I normally can make to 50k in a camp or in a normal NaNoWriMo. But because I really want to finish the story, I just gave myself a bit of a layback 25k, and we'll see. I hope that my headphones will work for another 4 minutes because these are very nice headphones. They just work very well, and otherwise, I need to be switching. But I wish you all good luck with writing, and I see you all in 4 minutes. Time's up. I'm not a huge fan of these short sprints, to be honest. Every time I start with them, I'm like, oh, I'm going to write this and this and that. Oh, time's up. Okay, but I wrote pum 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 pum. See, 134 words, so that's okay. And I believe my chapter is done. So there's a lot happening. There was a lot happening in the last chapter. A lot of legal stuff that my character is going through, but also a lot of hate and just trying to irritate each other. So I like to write this kind of stuff, but I'm just really happy I'm not in my character's shoes because that's something where I don't want to be. She's just having a lot of bad luck. But to be honest, I think she really deserves it because she's not the most uh, friendly person. So she's trying to um, ban the two possible fathers from her babies out. And she just thinks that they would accept it without anything. And she's just not that nice. She doesn't understand that these guys maybe want to become a father, spend time with their kids. I see. Toot says I wrote 55 words, and Sam wrote 65 words. So they're 10 words apart. And Toot says also great. Yes, I think we're all three of us are doing a pretty good job at this moment. I still need to change the workout for this day, but that's not the most important thing right now. I just need 500 words to be done for today. My goal is 20k, and I'm going to make it somehow. I really thought that I had more time to write, but then I saw my planner at work and it says we had a meeting, and I work at a school, at a primary school, and the kids were. We have a very dull playground. There's a car on it, a wooden car toy, and some random blocks in different colors, and that's everything they have. Oh, and there are um, uh, I really don't know how they are called. I don't even know it in Dutch, but they don't have a lot to play with. So we have some money to change it up for now. And this year we can spend some money and then we have to gather some money again before we can change anything else. But we had a meeting about what we're going to do there. And after that, it was already pretty late, and then the printer at work didn't do anything. I needed to have a book printed out. I believe it was like 25 pages, and they just printed one page. Waited a minute, one page, and I needed 25 of these books. So I was waiting for over an hour. I was so irritated at the printer, and my colleague was just like, "Oh, are you still here for that? You can do it tomorrow because I don't need it yet." And I was like, "You could have said that before." And then I was like, "Well, I can go home early on Thursday and write a bit before I do my live stream, my second live stream this week." And then I saw that I have another meeting. Since since COVID is around, I feel like I have so much more meetings after my regular work day with the kids. But at least they're interesting meetings, and I'm really looking forward to having a nice playground for my students because, well, we didn't have this at my school when I was younger, and even though we still had fun, it's just nice to get your energy out when you have recess. I say to says your target is still 25k in total. My main goal is to finish this story that I'm writing, and I'm starting to realize that I need more than 25k to finish it. So my main goal still is to finish the story, and probably will be more than 25k, but because you can't put just finish a story on the Nanowrimo website, I put it on 25k, and I'll see how much that I need. Maybe I'm going to write 50k this month. I don't know. It depends a bit on how much time I have. So I believe this Saturday I don't have any plans, so I probably will be online most of the day, just checking out other writing sprints online and joining them. I know that Saturday morning has a great writing sprint from some dude in England. So morning my time. I don't know what. I probably think it's midnight in America somewhere and just late in Australia. But well, he's almost in the same time zone. I believe it's an hour difference. But he has some fun writing sprints, so I'm going to join them. And I believe Kavanaugh is doing a 24-hour sprint. So I hope that I pass 25k before then and just get a lot of words in for my story afterwards. And how much I need, I'll see at the end of the month. What's your target, Toot? Are you doing a full NaNoWriMo of 50k or are you doing less or more? I saw someone online who was doing, I believe, 80k, so I thought, how are you going to do this? But she wrote like 3,000 words a day, and I'm jealous. I'm not that fast that I can put 3,000 words in the time that I have to write. We have cards, and I'm still curious how much words Toot is planning to write, but I'm going to pick a card in between because, well, I need to wait for the comments anyway. I believe after this one, I'm done at least, so I don't know if you're still writing, but the last card of today is 22 minutes and it has, whoa, it has this picture. So you can see it's a road. And that's the name of the card. The name of the card is Weg, so Weg is Dutch for road. En het says, een weg beschaduwd door wolken, dat is een boos bescheid, maar hoop indien in afstand uw weg en wolk scheidt. I don't even know how to start translating this, but a road clouded by clouds is a bad sign, but if you have hope from a distance, the road and the clouds will separate. Wait, what? I read it in Dutch. I didn't understand it. I translated it. I'm even more confused. I never ever need to become a fortune teller because I seriously have no clue what they mean. But I believe it has something to do with another card that I had last writing sprint, I believe, which was clouds. Or did I have it in the beginning? I can't remember. Yes, I had it. That was the first writing sprint, clouds. So I think that it's matching with that card. Don't know. Maybe I need to find a fortune teller to tell me. So Dude says, my target is 25k. Not sure if I have time for more, but we'll see. And yeah, that's mostly, I think, everyone's problem. Once you set your goal, so for you 25k, you if you're writing for a bit longer and you have a bit of experience knowing how much you can write in a certain amount of time, then you already know if you can make it. And life happens, of course, but sometimes life helps you a bit with writing. But I can understand that you say, I don't know if I have time for more. So I set the timer. Oh, not that one. Just trying if I can get it to work. But I'm a bit over trying it to get to work. I'm just really happy that I can write and get my words in. And hopefully, with 22k, with 22 minutes, I probably get to 20k today. And tomorrow, I have just half a day at work, so I'm done around. Officially, I'm done at 1, but being working at a primary school, I'm normally not done at 1. I'm mostly working until 2, sometimes even a bit later, but at least I have the whole most of the afternoon and the whole evening to write. So that's something I'm looking forward to, and maybe try to get in a bit more words tomorrow. So let's see, my timer is set, and I'm going to just change up my headphones because these ones are completely empty and I can't write without. So normally I don't use these for use these for writing. I use these for walks and for um, trying to get out of conversation when I don't want to have conversation. But when you really need music, it's okay. We can just use music this way. These are from Skull Candy, and uh, I had a pair of Skull Candy headphones 2 or 3 years ago, and they were amazing. So I thought I would buy the same ones, but they changed up the design, and now they're just really weird. But at least I have music, and music makes me happy. We're going to do the last one, 22 minutes. Good luck, everyone, and I'll see you all in a bit. And there's going something really wrong. Time's up. This was the last time. So, I got to 20k, so I'm really, really happy at this moment. I'm at pum pum pum. Let's see how much I wrote. 2,100, 20,175, and I was at 19,497, I believe. So I wrote 678 words this sprint. So pretty nice number. And I'm over 20k. Yes. I'm not even sure why I'm so happy about it because I know that I have 2 more weeks to get even more. 17 days to get to 25k, so I don't need that much anymore. But just the idea of not having to worry about my writing, that's just so nice. Because I know that even though we have COVID still, and I'm still not vaccinated because in the Netherlands it just takes a bit longer. But when uh, when I look at my schedule for the next weeks, I know that I have some days off, so I'm pretty happy that I have some days off. But I also have some fun things planned, like seeing my sister in law and her husband. They married 2 weeks ago, I believe. I believe the last week of last week of March, they married, and they moved right after that. So we haven't seen their new home. They're staying at a camping site for over a year because they're building their own home, and it's just nice to see them again. But the camping site has some very nice walking areas, and well, I'm just looking forward to see them again because last time we saw them, they were the family of her husband was there also, so we didn't have a lot of time to talk. So let's see, lots of congratulations, and I see Toot wrote 588 words. Nice. So I think that now that you have your thing figured out, that you could put in some power. And I see Sam wrote 432 words, which is also great. I believe this was a very productive writing day for all three of us. And I'm just really happy that we're not done today, but I'm pretty happy I got my 20k in and that I don't need to stress about that anymore. And maybe try to get to 25 tomorrow if I have the time and the energy and stuff. I'm not sure. I also saw that my soccer team, the Dutch soccer team, made at least 5 goals, and then I forgot to watch. And the next thing I noticed was that they were at the next TV show. So because it was in the background and without noise, I just put it on silent. I saw some goals and I saw a bit, and I believe they played really nice. But my boyfriend is watching, so he probably can tell me uh, tonight how they did. For today, I'm done with my writing. I am pleased about how my story went. Let's see, Toot says, very productive indeed. Happy to get some words in today. I know. And for me, it's also very motivating that you are here because then I feel like normally I can have a very fast writing pace, But when there are other people here, I'm like, okay, I need to do my best so I can be happy when I'm done and see if they're happy with their work. And I write even more. Okay, that's my alarm saying you need to go to bed. And if you're wondering, it's only a quarter to 9, past 9 to 9. I know. But I always sleep very early because I have to get up very early. So, well, with that said, thank you for being here because you're the main reason that I'm so motivated to get more words in. Because, well, when I'm doing a writing sprint alone, so no computer, no one else, I can get distracted very easily. And when I'm doing a writing sprint online, someone else is hosting, I'm like, oh, I want to show that I can write. And I'm motivated. And now when I'm doing writing sprints myself, I even feel more pressure to work hard. And I notice that I'm going pretty well. So thank you for being here. And I hope you all have an amazing day or evening, depending on where you are. But with that said, I'm going to close off. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and hopefully see you again somewhere in the future. And now my PC is just going crazy. It's giving me all kinds of black vibes, black backgrounds where they don't need to be. Oh my god. Someday I will kill my laptop. No, someday I will find out why this is doing it. But I don't really care anymore. I'm really happy with my word count and yes. Let's see. Pum 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 pum. Dude says, thank you for hosting this live stream. Have a nice day, evening. Thank you. I know you're here for the second or even third time around. So thank you for staying. I'm happy that we can write together and hopefully see you this Thursday, same time, when I'm streaming again. Good night, everyone.